Johnny Depp living with the blindness in one eye and the nearsightedness in the other. For the decades, Johnny Depp has been one of the most enigmatic figures in the Hollywood, known for his transformative performances in the films like The Pirates of the Caribbean, Edward Scissorhands, and The Finding Neverland. Depp has often immersed himself so deeply into his characters that audiences forget the man behind the roles. Yet beyond the custom's essence, the person's lies a special reality that the world often overlooks. Depp has lived with the significant vision problems for so much of his life. What many fans do that to know that Johnny Depp is legally blind in his left eye and had the nearsightedness in the right eye. This revelation, which himself admitted years ago, has brought the new perspective on how he has managed his career, fame, and the artistry while dealing with a condition that could have been debilitating for the most. This article explores that how Depp's eyesight has shaped his life, career, and the resilience, while also shedding the light on the human being behind the Hollywood icon. A lifelong struggle with a vision, Johnny Depp was not diagnosed with an eye issue later in the life. Instead, he has dealt with them since the childhood. According to his own statement, he has been basically blind in one eye since birth. His left eye lacks the ability to focus properly, leaving him legally blind. Compounding the issue, his right eye, that only one eye can rely on, is nearsightedness, meaning he struggles to see the objects at a distance without the corrective lenses. This dual challenge has made his everyday life far made more complicated for his fans may imagine. Simply tasks like the reading signs, recognizing the faces in the crowd, or even navigating a room without glasses can become difficult. Depp himself has admitted that he has spent his life relying heavily on the perceptions glasses, which is why he is rarely seen without them off screen. His acting is a visual art. For the most performers, reading scripts and memorizing the lines and hitting marks on the set requires a strong eyesight and the spatial awareness. For Depp, the job has always been performed through a literal blur. In the interviews, he has revealed that without glasses, everything beyond a few feet appears as the indistinct shapes and the colors. This makes his career achievements even more remarkable. When the Depp transformed into the Captain Jack Sparrow, for example, he not only relied on his craft but also had managed customs, swords, and the stunts, all with a vision that was from the ideal. The fact that audiences never notices speaks to his adaptability and the way he used challenges to the fuel creativity rather than hinder it. Interestingly, his vision, his difficulties may have been even contributed to some of his on-screen quirks. Depp has spoken about how his crazy, hazy perception of the world often made him feel like an outsider. Fueling an eccentric characters, he gravitated toward Edward Scissorhands' vulnerability, Jack Sparrow' unpredictable movements, and the Mad Hatter's surreal energy could all in the part connected to the how deeply Depp literally experiences the world differently than the most people. Coping the mechanism and adaptation, we can say that living with a blindness in one eye and the nearsightedness in the other eye requires a constant adaptation for the Depp. This has meant off camera Depp is almost never without his tinted perception glasses. There is not only the correct his nearsightedness but also the protect his sensitivity and sensitive eyes from the harsh lightning. Over the years, Depp has developed an intuitive sense of his surroundings. On set, the memorizes spaces and relies on the muscle memory to move confidently even when his vision is limited. Instead of seeing his condition as a weakness, Depp has described that it is a way of viewing the world through a unique lens. The blur of his vision forces him into the focus the emotions, sounds, and the atmosphere, enriching his performances with the depth and that does not rely solely on the sight. The emotional burdens that while Depp has rarely complained about his condition, it would be a wrong to assume that it comes without the emotional weight. Living with the partial blindness on the frustrating and is isolating. So for someone constantly in the public eye, the challenges multiply. Imagine the navigating the paparazzi flashes, red carpet events, and the massive crowd with the compromised eyesight. It can be an ever overwhelming. Moreover, as he ages, Depp has not had to come to terms with the possibility that his vision might worsen. In the Hollywood, where the appearances and the physical perception often define the successes, acknowledging such a vulnerability takes courage. His openness about being blind in the one eye not was not just a confession but also the statement of the resilience. He has thrived despite what could have ended his career before it began. Public reaction on his eye condition. While Depp revealed his condition publicly, fans were both shocked and deeply sympathetic. For the years, audiences has made the marvels at his performances without knowing that the hidden struggle behind him that many expresses the unfounded respect, realizing that his ability to bring the character to life even was more impressive considering his visual impairment. In the way Depth honestly has also made him more relatable, he has always been seen as the larger than the life figure, a rock star of the film world. By sharing something so vulnerable, he demanded that the public event icons carry the unseen burdens. Depp's fashion choices have been eccentric: tinted glasses, wide brimmed hats, layered jewelry, and the scarves. While much of his personal style, his glasses in particular, have always been essential, fans may have thought that they were simply fashion statement, but they were and continue to be a necessity. The variety frames depth wears also reflects his personality. From the vintage-inspired design to bold modern looks, his glasses have become the part of his brand, blend functionality with the flair. What others might view as a limitation, Depp has turned into the style trademark. The question is how vision issues shaped his career choices. Depp has often gravitated towards the characters who are outsider, misfits, or individuals who have seen the world differently. This pattern may be the coincidental, and this is how blurred perspective on his life, given his empathy for those who feel out of the step with reality. In the film like the Donnie Brasco or The Blow, he played the character struggling with the inner conflict. In the Edward Scissorhands, his inability to connect the physical mirrored the isolation of someone who perceives the world in a distorted way. Even the Jack Sparrow's iconic sequent and slightly off-balance swagger might have been influenced subconsciously by the depth eyesight. Depp is not only the celebrity to rise above the physical challenges. Musicians like the Stevie Wonder and the Ray Charles achieved the greatness despite the blindness. Actors like the Marley Malton, who is deaf, prove that disability does not define talent. Depp's condition may not be as widely discussed, but his success similarly illustrates the power of the resilience and the adaptation. Now, in his 60s, Depp continues to navigate the realities of his vision issues. Age naturally exacerbates eye problem and has admitted that he depends on the corrective lenses more than ever. Still, he has not let his slow him down. Whether the performing with his band Hollywood Vampires or the preparing for the film roles, Depp continues to embrace his artistry. His determination to keep creating despite his eyesight proves that passion can overcome even the physically limitations. Depp's openness about his blindness also raises the awareness about the eye health. Millions of the people live with the partial visions loss on rely on the corrective lenses. Seeing a global star succeed despite the challenges offers hope and inspiration. It also highlights the importance of the routine eye exams and the eye exams, early diagnosis, and the treatment. Issues often overlooked in the conversations about the health. At the heart of the Johnny Depp story is resilience. He has focused and faced the controversies, legal battles, media scrutiny, and the personal struggles. But his vision problems represents a quieter, constant challenge. Unlike the tabloids headlines, his condition is not the sensational. It is a simply part of who is he. Yet, be the acknowledging its publicity, he has redefined that what it means to be the Hollywood icon. His legacy is not only about the characters he created but also about the perseverance he embodies. Depp's blindness is one in the one eye and the nearsightedness in the other eye did not stop him from becoming one of the most recognizable actor in the world. Instead, it became the part of his unique journey, a reminder that the limitations can coexist with the brilliance. Conclusively, we can say that Johnny Depp's story is not just about the stardom, scandals, or the iconic roles, but it is about a man who has lived much of his life seeing the world through a blur, yet found the clarity through his art. His blindness in his one eye and the nearsightedness in the other eye could have been the barrier, but instead they become the part of the lens through which he shaped his identity. In the end, Depp's eyesight is a metaphor for his career, impact, and the unconventional and the sometimes misunderstood, but undeniably powerful and unforgettable. His journey proves that even that when the world looks unclear, one can still create a vision with the inspire of the millions. So guys, if you found this video as entertaining and interesting, then you have to subscribe the channel and also have to like the video. I'm wishing you a very good luck and nice time ahead.